Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For any first time viewers, I'm Jesse Rebirth, and today we're going to be getting into this Poison Ivy from Prime 1 Studios. She's Hush, and sad news, if you're a Poison Ivy fan, I recently got an email stating that they are canceling the Poison Ivy from the Arkham City line. I thought she was awesome. She had 3 different heads for the exclusive, much smaller base, fits in with the Arkham statues behind me, but they didn't give a reason. They just said there was a lot of complications in the production and some of them didn't sell the numbers they wanted it to, but this looks to be the only Poison Ivy we're going to get from Prime 1 until further notice. But as you can see here, this piece is gigantic. It is huge. It stands bigger than most of the ones you see around me. This little piece right here is taller than a Hot Toy, just to give you some scale reference. Now, one thing I did see that later you'll see that these vines on her, they kind of crowded and got a little weird. But I was reading here, it says, notice, due to the nature of the production, small fragile part may change shape, direction during shipment. If it happened, we suggest you use hair dryer to warm up the part for at least 45-60 seconds with a distance of 10 centimeters. Please adjust part as you like and let it cool down. So we're going to have to go ahead and go in there, heat these pieces up, and reshape them because you can see they curled up over time in their shipping containers. But other than that small thing, everything turned out perfect. No chips, no breaks. Our Huntress from Hush had to be sent back because she came busted in pieces. She had a chip on her body. Her head was busted all over, her little ear things, and I found out a lot of people said the same thing happened to them. But this Ivy came beautiful. We've had her sitting in a box for maybe about a year now. It has been quite a while. And we were a little nervous about that, but we could not wait to get her open once we got the chance. And ever since we moved in the summer at my job, it's been so harsh. I've been working such long hours. Just could not get around to getting her open because this takes some time to open these things. But Hush is one of my favorite comic books. It came around that time when I was in high school and I was buying comic books, and what Jim Lee did with Hush, basically a rogues gallery of all the villains, really cool designs and everything. It was one of those newer generation books at the time. Jim Lee was at the top of the game with his Batman. It's one of those stories that you never forget. With us doing the Hush Superman and the Hush Batman previously, now Hush Poison Ivy, and as I told you, Huntress was broken. Still haven't replaced her, but we have the Hush Batman and Batcave coming, but shipping has been taking quite a while if you know what's going on. But this piece is absolutely gorgeous. It was hard to put together now. You need to do certain things in a certain order. Follow these instructions because you're going to have to try to take it back apart just to get one stick in there, and it was hard as hell. It took Karen and I together like 20 minutes to get it just right, to wiggle it out like a centimeter at a time. But as you can see, this piece is ginormous. Let's go ahead, let's get into it, and let's open it up. You can see right here, she comes in a gigantic box. We got these roses on the side with the little skull in it, a little star in it. It's pretty cool. I dig it. It's like the jester hat. And the front is gorgeous. Cannot wait to get in this now. As I was saying, this has been sitting around for quite some time. We just could not get around to her when we were moving. Batman Sanity actually sat on top of her for quite a while. Now, as I mentioned in the opening, it's sad, but this is not going to be happening. Prime 1 canceled a couple statues, and she was one that ended up on the chopping block. It was kind of crazy to see, but some of their other past cancellations, they canceled Grail, they canceled the Batmobiles, and then Oh, they ended up canceling Jin from Tekken. Pretty shocked that those were all the cancellations, to be honest. Some very popular characters. I feel like people were really waiting for a Arkham City Poison Ivy. I really hope they pull that one out of the woodwork someday. But really a bummer to see that one go down. I don't know if it was just that everyone who wanted Ivy got her with this statue, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Alright, so top. Oh my goodness. How intricate. Oh, how scary. Oh my goodness. Alright, good thing all that's safe. Oh, crazy. Flower. This is gonna be the tree. The branches. Oh my goodness, her head is connected to her body. Oh jeez. Alright. You know, this is one base that might actually be a little smaller than I thought it was going to be. Mm-hmm. I was worried because I want to put her right next to Swamp Thing and Killer Croc, and I was a little worried that that might not be able to happen. Number 414 of 500. We were very late on receiving her too. What? That's crazy that was just, oh, there was a cone in there holding it. Same with that one. Wow, she is actually packed extremely well. Are you kidding me? This is what made her exclusive. I thought this was going to be tiny. This thing is ridiculous. It's huge. This is what's going to have the briefcase. On here it shows, oh, you're putting the cat in it. Alright, so we'll wait on that for right now. Now what we need to do is we need to find these pieces it wants us to. So right away, look at the size of this tree trunk, or vine trunk, whatever you want to call it. This thing is ginormous. Alright, so this is going to go in here like this. Alright, that fits very well. I'm starting to think that we have this base backwards for you viewers. Now what it wants us to do is it wants us to find the debris. Now what I can do, let me slide around here. This is what we need. That is absolutely huge. What the heck? So we gotta do first things first. Fits in there perfect. Just had to be an angle. Alright. It's crazy that this is a little lighter than you would think. Swamp Thing is just as ridiculously heavy as can be. Oh, there we go. Whew, perfect. It lines up so well too. Alright. Now the next thing is this little branch I think these little branches are going to come from her side. Oh my goodness. We're going to be connecting things to this tree too. Oh, it's going to get bigger. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is the kitty cat. Of course, it's shaped just like one. Jeez, look at this big thing. There's just so much going on in here. So, I think we could get away with doing this. What it wants. It's kind of crazy that you gotta do. It wants you to grab this piece first, but this piece is bumping against that piece. Look at the size of this thing. This thing is huge, and it literally wants us to connect this. Oh geez, I even have it upside down. I thought those were its eyes, because look, it's like full of eyes. Oh, this is heavy. It literally wants this connected. Let me get this spun around for you. Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe that's... I feel like this piece feels heavier than this piece. Huh. Alright. So I guess that's how that's gonna be. So we gotta find that branch they want to. Here's our suitcase. Alright, this is it. Now this thing is just gonna go in one of these holes. Don't think it's that one either. Oh, weird. Oh my goodness, you know what? Alright. I keep getting ahead of myself. Alright. Made a major mistake, and it's hard as hell to get these two pieces apart, but this has to go in here, and this is actually going to take care of one of the biggest things I was a little worried about, was I was wondering how this was going to support itself over time. Now, do not know how this is supposed to fit in there. Let's see. There's no way it goes in like that. Has to be like this. Unless oh, crazy. Alright. Everything on this has to be forced into place. There we go. It's so crazy because you can feel it go in just a tiny bit at a time. Oh, there we go. Oh, perfect. All right. All right. You can see this here supports the weight of our head. That was one thing I was very worried about, was how that would sustain itself over a long period of time. I was even going to say, I guess these statues are only meant for one generation to enjoy, but that's good. That's very good. All right. So I'm assuming here's our tentacles. Yeah, these things are brutal. They are color coded. Now let's check out our other ones before we go too far. Alright, just another branch. Got the red tentacle. I mean, these things are huge. Wow, her hands are so tiny, so dainty. I'm so scared of them. Got our other tentacle. Another tree limb, a flower, There we go. Another tentacle. So, I already see where our red one's gonna go. I don't think it's really saying we have to do it in a certain order. But this be our red one. Jeez. You know what? We're missing some. They're still in here. These crazy things hanging off again. Oh. There's underneath her. I'm gonna go with this. There we go. Alright, our yellow. Our red. I thought these were gonna be facing forward. But apparently not. Alright, there's our white one. Oh, that's gonna go. Alright. Gotta see. So we got holes on this other side. I can't tell if that's the black or the green. It even has one of these going underneath him. Oh, wow. Yeah, I kind of think that one's meant for this one. Yep. Look at how easy that went in. This one's gonna be just like that. Wow. It's beautiful. It's just pretty worrisome. It's kind of very dainty. feel like we didn't have a blue one, but it is what it is. So, they want us connecting little branches to poison ivy. Alright. These are going to be our branches that connect to her. Oh, goodness.
She looks better in person.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. Here come. Wow, look at that face.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. Let's see here. So this is a pretty... I don't get it. Goes on there like this. Alright. It's in there. The only very strange thing the other way. It's very strange that in the picture this doesn't curl the exact way that this curls on here. They're more open, they never cross in front of her. Like it's meant to go like down her backside. Huh. Well, that's how the actual ones turned out, I guess, not the prototype, so If you guys have the same thing going on with yours, let me know. So she has a peg on her butt. She has one on her foot. That's as good as it's gonna get. I'm thinking that it's just like a time thing. Like you leave it like this for long enough, it'll stay like that, and then you can work with it a little more. I'm doing that. There we go. Go right there. This one is not the one we're looking for at all. She has another one in here. This is actually gonna go. Oh, that's a tooth. So this is the one we're looking for. Right here. Oh, that's where a flower goes. This actually goes crazy. This goes on the back. As it turns, I'll point it out to you. Alright, let's see here. So we're going to do our other flower. Seems to be, do they both have? Yeah, they both do. So that branch went right here, right on the back. It's got a very nice magnet, hooks right in there. Now this bad boy, these go up on the front as it turns. So let's take a look here. I assume our big one. Alright, that one's gonna go right here. Actually, I'm not gonna pull that back out. It's looking like this is our buddy for that one. Perfect. You can see right there. And this right there. Right there. Very cool. I really like how those look together. Oh, now we got a baby one. You know what? This baby one goes on our extra stand. So does that other part. So technically, she's done right now, the way she is. But we got this extra piece. So I believe this is what made her exclusive. And he wants us to do this first. That's going to go right in there. Cool. Catwoman's kitty cat. This. Simple enough. You know, it's crazy, but this piece right here is very heavy. It's a lot of polystone. It's pretty shocking that something like this makes it exclusive. Alright, so that's gonna go right there. And this right there. This is the exclusive call out to Catwoman and the briefcase that they fight over. Pretty nice little exclusive piece if you ask me. I dig it. I absolutely dig it, but I think she is absolutely insane. This thing, it's crazy. Like, it is crazy. These vines are a little weird, but I'm thinking over time, having them stressed a little bit will reshape them. I'm not sure how other people's turned out. That might be something to look into. See what other people think with theirs, but I don't know. That's not a make or break for me. I understand how these pieces can be. I just think it's very weird that the molding of a part could change it that much. But I mean, maybe heat or the humidity, I don't know, these things come from overseas. They travel on a shipping, in a shipping container by sea for like 3 months to get here. We're still waiting on our Joaquin Phoenix Joker. That thing's we've been waiting on that forever. I know we're having a problem with China's shipping right now. It's being extremely slow, but that does not take away from this piece for me. And I mean, I'm so shocked that she made it in one piece, considering how tiny and dainty her little fingers are, and these little curls in her hair. I mean, it's very shocking. The fact that they hooked her hair on her before sending it to you. Like, that's on there. Oof. Yeah. She is very cool. This is a very gorgeous piece, including all of this going on. I mean, to be honest, I never paid attention to much of what was happening over here. It was always just her, but now seeing this thing in person, I mean, you can see how big this thing is. I'm 6 foot tall, and I mean, this thing is a monster. It's technically bigger than all of these back here if it was standing there, how the piece goes, and it just takes up more room than all of them. But I don't know, we'll have to end up doing a thing where we push Superman from Hush near her, just because we got the vines going around his neck. But we are technically waiting on the Hush Batman right now for the Batcave. I do enjoy that Hush Batman over there, but I think he's always been kind of awkward the way he's posed, and it's like I like him, but they take up so much room in opposite ways, him and Superman. They don't fit together well. But I think the cave hush piece is going to be incredible. Cannot wait to get that thing in hand. But it's very cool. I kind of thought that they would do something when they were announcing this, like with Poison Ivy and Catwoman and Batman in the middle. But I mean, each one's separate. Incredible. Who knows what the future holds. But since they've canceled the Arkham City Poison Ivy, this is the only Prime 1 Ivy that you're gonna get for now. And I mean, yes, she's technically the only one you need. Yeah, she is so textured. She's gorgeous. You can tell where they glued her legs in. Everything's solid. This is a piece that will be scary to move, but we'll have to get her up next to Swamp Thing because she's just going to look perfect next to Swamp Thing and Killer Croc, especially with them all being green together. It's going to go really well. And this little thing is just crazy. I mean, this thing takes up as much room as a Hot Toy, just for comparison. I mean, it's Hot Toy Justice League Batman. So you can see just how big it is. It's incredible. It's crazy. Look right here. Here's our little Hot Toy Batman next to her. I mean, you can just see how big this thing is compared. I think a Hot Toy is a good size comparison because you know how big this Batman is, and he's bigger than some of the other Hot Toys out there. I guess I don't really have any I want to just grab off the rack right now, but he's a good size comparison with her. She is gorgeous and she is huge. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a like. Please leave me a subscribe if you'd like to see other videos we got coming. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if your branches around her waist were weird. Let me know if they've changed since you've hooked them on her. I know they're in the right way because it's exactly what our instructions show, and it does show connecting it to the bottom. This one's technically supposed to go low and around her arm. I guess we can put it under her boob how I had it. But it's supposed to come low and around her arm and sort of swing in front of her, while the other one's supposed to drape down her leg. But I mean, it's just not in the cards. They are small. I just don't know how it could have changed so much. But let me know if you had this same problem with yours. I feel like I've seen a picture of somebody's and theirs did the same thing, but I'll have to go looking. But most of all, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for all the love and support you've been showing me. And remember, keep buying toys.